This is episode 365, right? Episode 365. It's amazing because it's taken four years or so to do 365 days of daily, y'all. It's taken 4 years. But here's the thing. In 1 year, we're gonna do 365 straight days.
They struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever road we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the
punches. All right, fam, we're back for another day of life, back for another day of daily. So blessed to be putting mental health out in this world again today, fam. So blessed to be able to just have conversation with you day after day. And hey, this is a new look. What do you think? We got a new camera. I mean, we're just new everything here at Midwest Anxiety, as we're rolling this out. We're rolling this MWA thing out, and hey, here's one of the crazy things. This is episode 365, right? Episode 365. It's amazing because it's taken four years or so to do 365 days of daily, y'all. It's taken 4 years. But here's the thing. In 1 year, we're gonna do 365 straight days. So it's just amazing when you put attention into something, when you put effort, when you just put your all into it, you just get way more out of things, y'all. You get way more out of things, and we're definitely doing that this year with Daily, is that we're interested and excited about just having mental health conversations with you every day, and interested in putting mental health out in this world, into places where it's never been before. And we so appreciate you guys being along for the ride. Hey, I've got a wild conversation to have with you today. Something that happened yesterday that just goes with the idea that life isn't certain. Something that happened to me. It could have turned out tragic, really tragic. So thankful that it didn't. But something just happened on the fly in my life yesterday, and I'm so blessed that it ended the way that it did, because it could have been so bad. And I want to talk with you about it today. I've got to see this client, and then on the other side of this break, we'll talk to you about something that, woo, I'm just counting my blessings. I'm counting my blessings. So I'll be back. We'll talk about it here just shortly. Okay, y'all, let's talk about this wild and wacky and crazy situation that happened yesterday. All right, y'all, just picture this. I'm driving along, okay? Just driving along like this, and all of a sudden my tire pressure light comes on, and I see, all three tires on this side. Well, two tires on this side of the car, one tire over there, and then this back tire, it was reading. Okay, so like the back tire, okay, that's what we're gonna be focused on. So it started out, okay, the light comes on, it says it's got 30 pounds of pressure in it, and then a minute later it said it had 29 pounds, and then 28, and then a minute later 27, and then 26, and then 25. Like every minute, like a pound of, I was losing a pound of pressure. And I was on the highway, y'all. I was on the highway, and it was like lots of traffic, and I just saw flashing before my eyes like this tire losing air, and I wasn't sure, to be honest with you, I wasn't sure if it was gonna pop, like if it was gonna explode, the tire was gonna explode, or it was just gonna slowly deflate. But here's what I knew: within a matter of minutes, that tire back there was gonna be flat. I was only gonna have 3 tires. And I don't know if you know of a way for a car to drive effectively and safely on 3 tires. I don't. I only know of 4 tires. And so what I did is I safely got to, I got to the dealership, and there was like 6 pounds of pressure left in the tire. And I was very blessed, y'all. I was very blessed. You know, I could have gotten upset, but what we talk a lot about is just perspective, right? Perspective. And I could have gotten upset because I'm like, man, this ruined my day. I'm gonna be out $300 for a tire. And I was like, no, Randy, you cannot go there. You can't go there with this situation. You can't go to the dark side. You can't go to the negative side. You gotta find the positive in this. And the positive is in it, y'all, I safely, even though I have to pay $300, and even though it basically changed the outcome of my whole day, I safely got to the dealership. No harm to myself, no harm to anyone else. Because you know, when tires pop, when they explode, sometimes they can be really trouble, right? So I safely got there. And here's the other thing, is I wasn't like on the side of on the highway having to figure out how to change a tire. I didn't also have to kind of think about having to call a tow truck. So there were some positive things. I decided to attach to the positive rather than the negative. All right. So that was my first life lesson, is that. Here's the other life lesson. Here's the other thing to take from it. Y'all, we talk about uncertainty all the time. We talk about uncertainty, and that basically everything in life is uncertain. You never know when life is going to change. I mean, one minute I'm just driving along, I'm just cruising along, and everything's great, and the next minute, like, I'm fighting my car just to get to a safe space, a safe place. In a matter just like that, that light came on, and suddenly my life changed. And I just had to roll with it. And y'all, we have to embrace uncertainty. And we really have to wrap our mind around it, because this just reminded me again how uncertain life is. So much so that after I got my car to the shop, and I was so grateful because the car dealership has a shuttle, so they were able to shuttle me home. And as I was talking to the shuttle driver, I was like, yeah, life is really weird. It's really weird because, you know, as I went out to kind of do my day, I never thought that this right here, that I'm riding in this shuttle with you and you're taking me home, I never thought that I would be being driven home by someone else and I wouldn't be driving my car home that day. That never ever crossed my mind. And that's life, y'all. That is life. That can be interesting to you. You can be like, oh, life is really interesting, and life, you know, that's what keeps life, you know, on our toes. Or you can be scared and afraid and anxious about the uncertainty life. And for me, while I try to embrace the positives of life, I also try to embrace the uncertainties of life. And my hope is that you can do the same thing, because regardless if you embrace the uncertainty or not, life is going to be uncertain. It's going to be ever changing in various ways, and things that you think of the things that you don't think of are going to happen in your life. And you can try to hold on for dear life and try to control the environment, control the outside, not to change, and to be certain. You can really be a control freak and try to control that outside so it doesn't change, and so you make it certain. But at some point, you're going to lose grip. You're going to lose grip, and it's going to change on you, and it's going to be uncertain. And why not just try to make things certain by embracing uncertainty? the best way to make things certain is just to be like, life, I know one thing is for certain: life is going to be uncertain. All right, so blessed. I'm so blessed for that situation, just to put that in front of me, and just for me to kind of recognize some of the good things that come out of it, and for me just to continue to remind myself to live every moment. Not knowing when your last moment will be is just to try to get the most out of this life. All right, y'all. I hope that helps you find the positives, even in the difficult, even in the challenging situations. Remember to embrace that uncertainty. All right, y'all. I think that's going to be it for today. We are going to just call it. We're going to call it. Hope you have a big smile on your face, lots of love in your heart, and see you again tomorrow.